Hi, and welcome to the third and final phase for learning the rock song main theme for Sunshine of Your Love. This is the music sheet that you're looking for, to get. It says in the top right hand corner, Sunshine, new chords, number 3. And basically, what you want to go ahead and do is go ahead and grab your music, pause your tutorial, grab your music sheet, and go ahead and tune your ukulele. You're getting the Sunshine New Chords number 3. Okay, so go ahead and grab that, and then we'll get started in about a second. Okay, so you got music sheet. Basically, it looks very similar to what we've been doing so far. Basically, right here, when you see these numbers over here on the 10th and 12th fret, you see 3 and then 1. 3 means your third finger that forms a chord with these two strings held down. 1 is your first finger, which holds down the next chord, which symbolizes the next chord. And basically, the way we're going to play it is the same way that we've played the theme of this song, and I'll break it down and show it to you. But the X's over here are, if you remember, are the notes that we played that correspond to the theme, and it basically just goes down on the third string, the ending section of the notes that we're picking. We'll break it down for you so you can see it. Keep in mind, I'm also going to show you how to strum it in the end, which is a little bit more involved, actually. But we'll work our way up to that. So go ahead and grab your ukulele. Make sure that it's in tune. Have your music sheet handy somewhere comfortable so you can refer to it, okay, while we do this particular lesson. Okay, now we're going to put it all together. So, but before we do, just want to remind you, remember the chord that we talked about in lesson 2, the Sunshine Chords number 2, that lesson? Well, we're going to be doing that in this lesson too. Just to review for you, it's these chords here. Okay? So if you're unable to play these chords, you need to go back and make sure that you can play them comfortably. If not, then you do not even want to be doing this lesson because it's going to be way too advanced. Now let's just jump forward to this particular lesson. The two chords that you see on the 12th and 10th fret, located with the numbers 3, numbers 1 right there. We're going to show you the chord right now. So we are on the excuse me, the 10th and 12th fret, and all you're going to be doing is basically with your third finger, you're going to hold down the 2 middle strings. Okay, the 2 middle strings. And the same way that we picked our melody, remember that in the very first lesson? It's the same way we're going to pluck those two note strings there on the 10 to 12. Remember that? That's what we're going to be doing. So basically it sounds like this. Let me play it for you and we'll break it down. Okay? So once again, we're on the 10th and 12th fret. Okay. For some of you, that may be way up there on your ukulele fretboard, depending on what size ukulele you got. So it starts with the 12th fret. Once again, there's the 2 middle strings, okay? The 2 middle strings right here. And it's the same way we pluck the theme. 2 hits, 1 and 1. So 2 hits, 1 on the 10th, and we're holding two strings down. So you can kind of hear a harmony or a sound of a chord. Okay, that's 2 strings. And then you're going to proceed and go on to where the X's are, and that's basically just going down. On the 3rd string, 7th fret, slide down 1, slide on 1, slide on, and then open on the 3rd fret on the 3rd, open. Okay, so it should sound like this. I'll play it slow for you. Time. 2 hits, then 1, then 1. 2, 1, 1. 7th fret, third string, down, down, open, third, open. And it should sound like this. Okay, so you want to pause the tutorial right now and try that out. Okay, then we'll move on to putting it all together. Pause the tutorial and then we'll try it out and we'll get started in a second. Okay, so you had about hopefully about 5 minutes to work it out, or maybe you just paused it and took a break and then just worked it out, and maybe today's a new day. Okay, the point is this: we're gonna show you how it all goes together. So remember those chords that you learned in lesson number 2, Sunshine Chords number 2, in that particular music sheet and tutorial? These chords right here. So you're gonna play the same strumming theme rhythm, which is, okay, it's 2, 1, 1, just like you're playing this. Same thing. Remember that in the beginning? Okay, so now we're doing it with chords, the power fifths. Okay, and then you go to the singular notes on the third string, 7th fret. So it should sound like this. Keep in mind this is a really slow version. Okay, you're going to do that twice. Then you're going to jump to the inversions. Same notes go down. And then after that, you just continue the rest of the song with the inversion chords, which are these. Continue. Continue. Okay, so in other words, when it starts on the intro, you have the power fifths. Playing it twice, then jump to the inversions, okay, so you want to work that out whatever way it is, and then we'll move on to how you want to really strum it. Okay, so we've moved on from the very basic way to play it, you know, just slowly building up. Now we're going to move on to really playing it with a real rock feel and a rock strum. So go ahead and pause the tutorial, work out the section that we just learned by putting it all together, so you really understand how it feels, how it sounds, and then we'll break it down and show you how to really strum it and give you that rock feel. If you need to, just take a break for today and just work it out. Maybe come back tomorrow whenever you have time, and we'll move on. So we'll get started in about a second. Okay, so you had a chance to really work it out, and so we're going to move on ahead. So I want to show you one thing before we continue. To really get a rock sound, you want to, if you want, you can use this thing called vibrato. I'm on my third string, 3rd fret right here. 3rd string, 3rd fret right here. And all I'm doing for vibrato is just pressing down and moving the string as such. You can use any finger you want. So I'm plucking the string and then just wiggling it. So I'm holding the string down, okay, and just wiggling it. Okay, so that's what gives its rock sound. Now, another thing, when you're strumming, I know I told you just pluck the note, but if you include some other notes, let me rephrase that. If you include the top string and the 3rd string, it adds kind of like a little bit of a harmony. So in other words, when the actual song is going on and Eric Clapton's playing his guitar, that's kind of how it sounds when he's playing it. Okay? But I just wanted to get across that the notes that are most important is these notes going down. you gotta hit these notes accurately. Okay, those cannot fluctuate. You can either play clean meaning just the note. Okay, it's better to just play that note than be hitting the wrong strings. As you can tell by doing this, by hitting all the strings, you have a different harmony, a different sound. That's not what it sounds like. Basically what I'm doing is I'm holding the string, okay? As I go down, this finger keeps the bottom two strings dead, not sounding, and basically only the top two are sounding. And then maybe if you just want to hit that one note at the very end, that's good too. Okay, so now it sounds like this. I'll try to play it slow. When you put it all together, it sounds like this. Sounds like this. Okay, so basically that's what it really sounds like when it's all finished. Now, the strumming that I'm using is a finger brace strum. And this is in your lesson pack, your package for strumming, and you need to refer back to it if you don't have this particular technique down. So when I'm strumming the finger brace drum, it's all down strums. Basically the whole song is down strum. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of vibrato as I come down. Now keep in mind, this is pretty advanced, so don't fret if you don't get it. You're gonna have to work at it. Some of these lessons are easy and like at the beginner level. So what we do is we bring you up from the beginning level and take you through a phase, and hopefully you can reach it eventually. And showing you techniques on the end goal or the end result and what you're really trying to attain. Okay, so once again, you got to do 2 power chords. Go to the fifths, the inversions. Same notes going down. Okay. So basically that's what you want to work on. Once again, it's 2 for the intro, 2 power chords, 2 times. Then after that, continue with the rest of the song with the inversions, which are on the 10th and 12th fret for the rest of the song. Okay, so give that a try. Once again, don't get frustrated. Be patient with yourself. Go back to the first tutorial. And main things that you want to remember is that you want to master each one of the phases, lesson 1, 2, and 3 at a time. So in other words, perfect lesson 1. Sunshine, picking notes, perfect that. Move on to the power chords, which is in Sunshine chords number 2, perfect that. Then come to this particular lesson, which is the Sunshine new chords number 3, where we put it all together. Now, if you don't perfect it in each of their sections, you can't get to this stage, okay? This is like the final stage, and it's kind of a big jump within the span of 3 lessons. So give it a try, and when you're ready, we'll see you for the next lesson.